Good morning, CSL. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
You guys look so beautiful in all your colors. I like it. Let's all stand up and do our opening song, which is Spirit is in this place. Hey.
Good morning, CSL family. What a beautiful day to be here. Such a celebration, Easter New Thought Style. And we'll find out more about what Easter New Thought Style is from our lovely Reverend Tina a little bit later. So, I'm Pat Hanley, your presider today, and welcome to our Easter celebration. I see some rabbit ears out there. I see a few Easter bonnets coming along. Good, fun-spirited people. Thank you for bringing that to our lives today. Welcome to those of you who've joined us online. We're really happy to have you here too. Hope you're sitting home with your Easter bonnets on. And say in the chat if you have one on or not. For those of you who join us online, there's multiple ways to join, and one is on Facebook, one is on YouTube, our YouTube channel, or our website, which is cslftl.org. So I have a few announcements. Next Sunday, right here in this place, we're having our annual meeting, and our faithful treasurer, John Pritchard, will be here to tell us about our financial report, our annual report. So we thank you for that in advance, because I know you're working hard on getting that ready. We will have a vote on our new bylaws, and we will vote for our 4 open board positions and for our new senior minister. Yeah, right? I am thinking I know who those claps are for. It's a very big day, so please be here and be part of it. So we have a new course starting tomorrow. So get yourselves all organized for Monday night and be here. The topic is building a healing consciousness. Now, who doesn't need that? And how does that sound to you? What an opportunity. So come and join. It's a 7-week course on that topic. It starts at 6:30 and goes to 9. The teachers, JC and Reverend Tina, have a lot to talk about and to get you thinking about. So that's why it's a little bit longer. And JC is going to come up and tell us more details about this amazing course. JC.
Good morning, everyone. So Reverend Tina and I were really excited to teach this class. 19 years ago, we discovered New Thought when we were living in LA. Ever since then, our life kind of just took a total different trajectory. And a big part of that trajectory is healing, right? This whole movement was kind of birthed out of people discovering that they could heal themselves of anything. So that's kind of what this class is all about. Come and join us because we're really excited to teach you what we've learned. There's so much information in this course. It's a prerequisite also for anyone who's interested in prac studies. So if you're even thinking about becoming a practitioner, this is one of the classes that you need to take anyway. That being said, it's one of our core classes, CSL's core classes, and it really dives deep into the consciousness of a practitioner, which is knowing our oneness with God, knowing our oneness with Spirit, and that allows us to heal. There's a saying that I learned at Agape when we were first coming into New Thought, that nothing needs to be healed, the truth only needs to be revealed. So come and join us in this class. We're going to take a deep dive into truth, a deep dive into the revelation of who we really are and how we can heal ourselves, and how that healing, when we heal ourselves, we're actually healing the world. All right? One last thing, if you're interested in taking the class, please register in advance, online or at the desk in the lobby, because you're going to need the workbook for the class, and we have to email that to you once you register. There's no registration fee, but come and join us, okay? We look forward to seeing you tomorrow night, 6:30, right here. Thank you.
Well, if that doesn't make you want to sign up, I don't know what. So be there. Let's see. Oh, and then there is today, after the service begins, our Easter egg extravaganza. We had the beautiful meditation outside today in the grass. It was so lovely, but I have to admit I couldn't stop focusing on the, quote, hidden eggs there. So I hope you brought your neighbors, your grandchildren, your children to come and enjoy this special day. And there's going to be fun for children of all ages, going all the way up to 100 years old. So food truck, games, bouncing house. Who's going to be in the bouncing house? Okay, I want to see some hands up here. Very good, Sandy. Thank you. All right. So there's always even more going on at CSL, and you can find out about it through our app, on our website, or at the guest services desk in our lobby. So now let's get to our intention statement. Here at CSL, we have an intention statement that says who we are and how to show up in this beautiful world. So please join me in standing if you're able, and we'll say it together. Afterwards, take a moment to celebrate this beautiful Easter day with a neighbor, with a handshake, a namaste, a hug, whatever's most comfortable for you. And so, CSL, who are we? We are a loving and diverse spiritual community dedicated to personal growth, healing, and service.
Good morning, good morning. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for loving each other so much that I have to call you back to your seats. It's a wonderful thing to observe and participate in. We're going to open with a prayer, so I just invite you to close your eyes as soon as you're seated. My friend Hal, will you give me a little tune? Will you play a little something for me? So how wonderful it is just to settle into this moment, to feel into this community, to participate in the fellowship, to experience this eternal, loving presence that is here and now and always. That as we sung earlier, that Spirit is in this place, and Spirit is in every place. So we are becoming fully aware and fully immersed and fully engaged in this truth right here and right now on this day. Knowing this truth, knowing our oneness with it, that we have been made in its image and of its very likeness, and that we are each here, now, present, available, awake, aware, active, as this living intelligence in our individual and collective lives. That we are here to give and we are here to receive, and we're receiving this very truth always. And how wonderful it is just to bask in it, to allow these fresh waters to renew and rejuvenate and reinvigorate our soul, our spirit, to wash away any dirt of the journey, to be made free in this sweet, sweet space. And I know that we are blessed as we return to our oneness, return to our wholeness, return to this truth that truly does set us free. And so it is. Amen.
I am beautiful, I am kind, I am magical, I am divine, I am intelligent, I am confident, I am resilient, I am providence, I am, 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 I am. I am, I am. I am, I am, I am, I am, I am, I am, I am. I am, I am, I am. I am phenomenal.
I am phenomenal.
Stunning, remarkable.
Stunning, remarkable.
I am illustrious.
I am illustrious.
Important and glorious.
Important, glorious.
I am phenomenal.
I am phenomenal.
Stunning, remarkable.
Stunning, remarkable.
I am illustrious.
I am illustrious.
Important and glorious.
Important, glorious.
I am light. I am real. I am woman. I shed tears. I am heaven sent. I am relevant. I am the evidence. I am who I am. I am, I am, I am, I am, I am, I am. I am, I am, I am. I am, I am, I am, I am, I am, I am, I am. I am, See, I am phenomenal.
I am phenomenal.
Stunning and remarkable.
Stunning, remarkable.
I am illustrious.
I am illustrious.
I'm important and I'm glorious.
Important,
See,
glorious.
I am phenomenal.
I am phenomenal.
Stunning, remarkable.
Stunning, remarkable.
I am illustrious.
I am illustrious.
I'm important and I'm glorious.
Important, glorious.
You cannot tell me that I am not who I
am. Come on.
And I want to remind you, you are phenomenal.
You are phenomenal.
Stunning, remarkable.
Stunning, remarkable.
You are illustrious.
You are illustrious.
Important and glorious.
Important, glorious.
You are phenomenal.
You are phenomenal.
Stunning, remarkable.
Stunning,
You
remarkable.
are illustrious.
You are illustrious.
Important and glorious.
Important, glorious.
I am, I am, I am, I am, I am, I am, I am. I am, I am, I am. I am, I am, I am, I am, I am, I am, I am. I am. You cannot tell me that I am not who I am.
Bear with me. Hello? Yay! Well, happy Easter. I'm so thrilled to be here and joining all of you. The energy in this place is definitely a rebirth for CSL, and I'm so grateful that you are here with us celebrating that rebirth. Thank you. My name is Ferdinand Cabrera, and I am one of the practitioners here at CSL Fort Lauderdale. At CSL, we have 7 core values, and these core values are love, healing, oneness, abundance, spiritual growth, service, and diversity. And today we're presenting diversity. Nobody better than me to express diversity, right? So, and those I can give you details about later. But anyway, so diversity is not just something that we see. It's something that we are. Spiritually, it's one of the clearest signs of the divine at work in the world. Every culture, language, belief system, and way of life represents a different note in the great symphony of humanity. And when we listened with our hearts, we heard the harmony, not dissonance. From the spiritual perspective, diversity is a secret gift. It teaches us compassion, patience, and humanity. It invites us to see beyond ourselves and recognize the divine spark in every person we meet. Not two people are exactly alike. However, it is a reflection of the same source. We call it God, Spirit, the universe of love itself. Ernest Holmes, our founder, once said, "A spirit comes through us as the way we make of it. The divine must come active through our faith and works." So embracing diversity is one of those secret works. It's crucial to remind ourselves that diversity is not a barrier, it's a blessing. It allows us to see the world through a multiplicity lenses, each offering a new perspectives, ideas, and experiences. Our experiences, our differences, are something not to be feared or suppressed, but rather something to be celebrated. Today is Easter Sunday, and diversity diversity calls us to resurrect our ways of thinking. It challenges us to let go of all prejudices, stereotypes, and fears, to rise above the boundaries that we have created, and to create a new world where inclusivity reigns. It's about transforming the status quo and allowing the space for everyone to flourish, regardless their race, ethnicity, gender, religion, or background. We are constantly being called to rise, whether our personal challenges or in our efforts to break down societal barriers. In this work towards equality, bring us to equality and justice. So we are bound together in a collective effort to build a world of compassion and mutual respect. So today, we reflect on our diversity and resurrection. Let us remember that the two go hand in hand. We are resurrected through our acceptance and celebration of diversity, and in turn, diversity is a form to resurrection itself, a continued rebirth of understanding, growth, and connection. Diversity is the core value of the day. Happy Easter.
Broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round. And you can find the fighter, a city you, so we gon' walk it out and move mountains. We gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise like today, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, I like the ways, I'll rise up, in spite of the ache, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. The silence isn't quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we will bring the world to his feet and move mountains. Bring it to his feet and move mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like today, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. All we need is hope. And for that we have each other. And for that we have each other. Yeah. We will rise. We will rise. We will rise. Oh, we will rise. Rise up. Rise like today. I'll rise up. In spite of the end, I will rise 1,000 times again. And we'll rise up, high like the waves will rise up. In spite of the ache, we'll rise up. And we'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you.
All right, good morning. That was wonderful. I'll rise up. And I love how it goes on to saying, I'll rise up for you. But let's not forget that we rise up for ourselves first. And then as we rise up for ourselves first, we are rising for others, right? As Jesus said, as I rise, I lift all others unto me. So it is our mandate to rise. It is our mandate to get back up. All right, that song just brought that out of me. All right, let's go. So happy Easter, everyone. Happy Easter. Easter is definitely one of the Sundays we went to church as a family. It was Easter and Christmas. I think those are the two. But Easter is a core belief. The resurrection of Jesus, what Easter represents for the Christian belief, is core to the teachings. So that makes sense why we went as a family. It was the big holiday. It was the thing that gave the validity to the teachings. That there was a victory over death, either physically or spiritually, right? And then there is the proof of Jesus' divinity and authority. It validated the very truth that he said he was. Because of the resurrection, there was now a collective growing belief around that. I can't really say what I remembered from those Sundays, Easter Sunday services. I do remember being very young. I do remember getting dressed up. So yes, I dressed up for you today. And I remember as a young kid just looking around. And of course, I saw a bunch of, depictions of Jesus being crucified on the cross. And then, of course, the celebration of his resurrection. But I didn't really understand it. It didn't really land in my world. Here at the Center for Spiritual Living and New Thought teachings, we respect all paths, all beliefs. So we respect the belief that those individuals in the Christian religion have of this truth. And whether you take it literally or metaphorically as a way to live our lives, as what it is here to teach us, that is up to all of us to choose. And I'm not here to tell you what to choose. But I'll let you know what Jesus is to me. Jesus is a teacher. Jesus is a way shower. Jesus is a mystic. Jesus lived in alignment with spiritual truths. He didn't just preach. He lived what he was teaching. He was the example itself. And that example is an example that we get to embrace for our lives. What about the teachings is pertinent? What makes sense? So resurrection, I looked up in my metaphysical dictionary because we're New Thought, as I already said, right? So our Easter teachings is of the New Thought tradition, and it's metaphysics, and it's mystical. And we're looking beyond that thing that appears in this physical dimension and knowing that there's a higher and greater truth behind it. There's a greater teaching that is seeking to be expressed through the life of this master teacher, Jesus, and through each and every individual one of our lives. This is what is available to us. So the Metaphysical Dictionary Bible says, resurrection is the lifting up of the whole person into Christ consciousness. the spirit, the soul, and the body. And that it lifts all the faculties of the mind as well. I have a quote from our founder, Ernest Holmes. The first quote goes like this. To practice the presence of God is to awaken within us the Christ consciousness. Christ is God in the soul of man, in the soul of human. It's written in an era where they only acknowledge the man, so I just want to highlight that it's human. Christ is the God in the soul of each and every human, each and every individual life, even beyond the humans, right? The resurrection is the rising from the death of the belief that we're separate from God. For death is just to the illusion alone, illusion to the idea that we're separate. For death is to the illusion alone and not to the reality. God did not die. What happened was that man, human, that we as beings awoke to life. And this awakening is part of our experience, since God already is all of life. That we're here to wake up. Wake up to the truth of who and what we are, to this remembrance, to this knowingness. Do you know that the name Jesus, the Christ, he wasn't given the Christ name, even though that wasn't his surname, right? He wasn't given that title until after he died and was resurrected. He was the Christed one, the anointed one, the enlightened one. He said, I am the truth, the way, and the life. And the first song that our wonderful music ministry sang was, I am. So he wasn't speaking to the fact that I only am. He's speaking the very affirmative phrase of I am. And that we are the way, we are the truth, we are the life. And that we too have this availability and accessibility to the Christ consciousness. As Ernest Holmes already says, it is the God within us that is the Christ consciousness. There are three characteristics of the Christ consciousness. The three A's, if you will. Number one, awake. We awaken to the truth of our very being. Number two is aware. We become self-aware and conscious of our thoughts and actions and what that does to ripple out into the world and how that causes our experiences in life and what that reflects back to us so we can make better choices and take better actions. And number three is active. Then we start actively living life from this higher state of consciousness. So we are the thing already. It is already who we are, and we get to participate in it. We get to practice this. Another quote from our beloved Ernest Holmes. This one said that the physical disappearance of Jesus after his resurrection was the result of spiritualization of his consciousness. This so quickened his mentality that his body disintegrated. And his followers could not see him because he was on another plane. Now, planes are not places. They are states of consciousness. So that's a way to look at the symbolic representation of what the resurrection was. So resurrection in the New Thought teachings is a symbol of personal transformation, of renewal, new beginnings in life. That in order to have a resurrection, we get to surrender, right? Fall into the loving embrace of the allness, the oneness, the spirit, the divine, the infinite intelligence that is all around us, all within us, that is reflected in and through and as each and every individual in our life. And every experience is for us to be born again, to come back to truth teachings, to come back to the truth teachings, to have them be the way showers in our very life, and to practice this. So we surrender, and then we integrate. We integrate all aspects of our being. We leave nothing out. There's nothing wrong with us. We weren't born sinners. We walk this walk. We may make mistakes, but we learn and we grow from that, and we integrate all those parts of our being. We don't divide ourselves off and split ourselves off into when I was good, when I did bad, when I was high, when I was low, when I was right, when I was wrong. It's all one thing. It's all one joyful expression. That's life itself. So newness in every moment, new possibilities, new opportunities. And that this is the season for spiritual growth. Easter time is the season for spiritual growth. Do you know that Easter always falls? Let me see if I can get this right. The Sunday, first Sunday after the full moon, and it's after the full moon after the spring equinox, right? So we are moving from winter to spring. We're moving from hibernation. We're moving from that time of going within, and now we're here to express. We're here to begin again, right? This can be our new year, our new day, our new moments. We are here to rise. We are here to be broken open and to express. There's this wonderful Joseph Campbell quote that I came across. And it goes like this. What has always been basic to resurrection on Easter is crucifixion. If you want to resurrect, you must have crucifixion. Too many interpretations of the crucifixion have failed to emphasize that. They emphasize the calamity of the events. And if you emphasize the calamity, then you look for someone to blame. That's why the people have blamed the Jews for it. But it is not a calamity if it leads to new life. Through the crucifixion, we are unshelled. We're able to be born to resurrection. That is not calamity. We must look freshly at this so that it's a symbolism that can be sensed. So crucifixion, we die to the old so we can be born again. I love that he talked about this idea of calamity, because in this calamity, if we focus on what's wrong, this calamity, this disaster, right? This event that causes distress, it is divisive unto itself. It gets in the way. We're in blame, we're in victimhood in the midst of a calamity. When we can heal, we can grow, we can resurrect, we can rise, we can be born again through this calamity. But in our blame, in our victimhood, we separate ourselves from that possibility. So this idea of building a healing consciousness is getting those ideas out of our sphere, out of our mind, out of our experience. Knowing that this too is for me. This too is here so I may grow, so I may transform. And the resurrection, right? Crucifixion, calamity, resurrection. Rebirth into the new. Have you heard of the jack pine? So it's a type of tree, and it has its cones, right? Pine, like pine cones. Its cones can only release the seeds for new trees to be born, to new trees to be planted, to new trees to find the seeds into the ground so it may grow into wonderful forest of these jack pines. It can only do that in fire. Those seeds can only be dropped under intense heat and destruction. Calamity, you might say. But something beautiful is born in its place. Our nature is to grow. Our nature is to transform. Our nature is to evolve. Our nature is to expand. And we do that as we come into contact with new ideas. And those new ideas either emerge through us or we discover them around us. And we let go of the old ideas. And sometimes it's uncomfortable, that process. We grieve. We grieve for the old. And sometimes we're awkward in the new as we're growing into what that means. I just returned back from a trip to LA. It was wonderful. It was great to be back. I didn't really know what it would be like, But in pondering the experience, I knew it was a renewal. I knew it gave me the opportunity to grieve a life that I left. I didn't know I was grieving until I arrived there. And I was immersed in so many loving friends, immersed in our spiritual community, immersed in the nature, going on the hikes, going to the desert, in the city, that there is something so integral to who I am because I lived there. And what I also realized is I'm not that person anymore, that I've also changed, which is good. So I grieved. We went to our old house I loved my house. That was the hardest part about leaving, selling that house. And we went and we saw it. And I thought I would be more heartbroken, but I was like, I'm okay with this. I'm okay. I let it go, you know? And so I just feel super free. I feel like I've let down a weight of myself. I've let down this thing of comparing my life there to my life here. And I'm now back to, this is life. Life is wherever I am. And I can fully embrace and interact with it. So if you haven't guessed, my talk title is Rise Up. So I'm going to ask you, let's get up. I've been talking. Y'all have been sitting. Rise up. Stand up. Get up. Right? Elevate yourself. Rise to action. One of my teachers in teen ministry, my mentor, always told the teens when they spoke, stand up. Rise to your greatness. Grow, awaken, climb, summit, scale. Right? Shake this off. Sprout, lift. Rocket, arise, levitate, surge. That is what we're meant to do. All right, you can sit back down. So how do we prepare ourselves? How do we prepare ourselves to rise to a new level of being? Got some steps for you. So we release our limitations. We release our limitations. Now, those are only in our mind anyway. We either put them there or society put them there. It's not the truth of who we are. So we get to release them. And we get to do the inner work to transform our consciousness and to create the receptivity to the new. Because like we always say, it's already here for us. So if it's already here, what kind of work do I need to do? You need to do the work to clear yourself and be open to that to come into you, to be inspired and to move from that space. How do you do this inner work? How do you release these limitations? Well, you do the spiritual practices: prayer, meditation, visioning, spiritual study, this opportunity right here to fellowship with other people. These are spiritual practices. You come into the classes. You come into the classes which are an incubator for transformation. It is the very thing that JC talked about when we came up here. 19 years in this teachings. If I just went to Sunday service, I wouldn't be who I am today. I chose to go to classes. I chose to do the work to transform. And it is magical and mystical and wonderful when I start to realize that I can live in alignment with these spiritual truths just like Jesus did and watch the world transform around me. Work with a practitioner. Another way to transform your life is work with a practitioner. Work with a practitioner. Work with a minister. Have somebody there to hold you accountable to what it is you're doing, where it is you want to go, how far you want to expand. We're here to hold that space and know that truth, that it's already here and happening now, and that quickens the experience for you. Work with a practitioner. We get to move through the crucifixion. Gosh, that word. Move through the crucifixion. Again, 2 times. Move through the challenge, right? Move through the discomfort. Don't land there. Don't stay there. This isn't where you're meant to be. It's what you're moving through. And allow the inner change to gestate. Be patient. It's happening. It may not look like it is happening. I didn't even realize the change that I went through until I went back to LA and I was like, oh gosh, I didn't think I changed at all. Wow, I am different than I was. In hindsight, we see how it happens. And as we rise in this Christ consciousness, as we rise to the truth of our being, we are awakened and expressed as a new version of ourself. An updated iOS, y'all. A new version. We've downloaded the new version. We cannot go back. We are it already. And as we download this, it changes and ripples out and changes everything in our life. And after we do all of these things, we're able to contribute in a larger way to the well-being of ourselves, of each other, and for the planet. So Easter calls us to roll away the stones of limitation, right? Like the way and place that Jesus was in the tomb with the stones that closed it off. Roll away the stones of limitation and rise to the new life. And the resurrection symbolizes the soul's capacity to transcend fear, failure, and finality. We've all experienced moments that felt like endings. Relationships, identities, dreams. We thought that those things defined us. But in those moments, we're experiencing the endings and the loss and the grief. What Easter reminds us and whispers to us is that this is not the end, that there is a higher story unfolding. So Christ in each of us, it cannot be buried. It rises again and again. Whenever we choose love over fear, whenever we choose peace over resentment, whenever we choose life over defeat. Rise up, my friends. This is your time. And so it is. So let's just take a moment together in the stillness. I invite you once again just to close your eyes. Let's just breathe and settle. And listen.
Every day, every day, every day, every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day.
God is all around
In and through me. As me. In and through me. As me.
God is all around me.
So in this time of stillness, I just ask you to become present. Where are you in this process? Are you feeling like you're in the midst of a crucifixion? Are you stuck in the calamity? Are you in the resurrection? There's nothing wrong with wherever you are. What is empowering is your awareness of your positionality. Because with awareness comes movements, comes change, comes transition. So after you find where you may be, I ask you just this question. What needs to die for me to be transformed? What do I need to let go of? What am I releasing? What no longer serves me? As we take that to a minute of silence. Let's just thank ourselves. Thank ourselves for willing to be present to where we are and what needs to be let go of. And know and trust that you have everything you need to move through this process, to be enlivened, renewed, regenerated, restored, re-energized.
Every day, every day, every day, every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day.
God is all around
And
me.
I'm thankful. So it is. And I'm thankful. So it is.
God is all around me.
And so it is.
Hinwanyama, Ningwenama Bala. Hinwanyama, Ningwenama Bala. Hinwanyama, Ningwenama Bala. Hinwanyama, Ningwenama Bala. Nights and the spirits of life calling
Oh, yeah,
my Mela.
oh, yeah.
And a voice and the fear of a child answers,
Yeah.
oh my Mela. Wait, there's no mountain too great. Hear these words and have faith. Oh, 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 oh. Have faith.
Mela, hey, Mela, hey, he lives in you. He lives in me. He watches over everything we see. Into the water, into the truth. In your reflection, he lives in you. Inwanyama, ningwenama bala. Inwanyama, ningwenama bala. Come on. Oh, iyo. Whoa, oh, 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 iyo. Whoa, oh, iyo. Whoa, whoa, iyo. He lives in you. He lives in me. He watches over everything we see. Into the water, into the truth. In your reflection, he lives in you. Inwanyama, ningwenama bala. Inwanyama, ningwenama bala. Inwanyama, ningwenama bala. Inwanyama, ningwenama. He lives in you. In the mela, hey, in the mela, hey, in the mela, hey, in the mela, hey, in the mela, have faith. He lives in you. He lives in me. He watches over everything we see. Into the water, into the truth. In your reflection, he lives, he lives, he lives, he lives in you. He lives in me. He watches over everything we see. Into the water, into the truth. In your reflection, he lives in you. Inwanyama, ningwenama bala. Inwanyama, ningwenama bala. Inwanyama, ningwenama bala. Inwanyama, ningwenama bala.
I was. Thank you, Antonio. That was my idea. And you did it beautifully, all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Any first-time guests? Anyone here for the first time? Anyone decided to check us out on Easter for the first time? You can stand if you want to be acknowledged. You don't have to stand if you don't want to be acknowledged. They're not standing. Do you want to stand? He said no. We got somebody in the back. Hello. Just what is your name?
Good morning, beautiful people.
Good morning.
My name is Sadiqua.
Sadiqua. Where are you joining us from? Do you live in the area?
I live in Hollywood, Florida.
Hollywood, Florida.
Yes.
Welcome. We're so grateful that you're here. Thank you for joining us today. Just your name. Just your name.
Okay, hello, my name is Ron, and this has been a really great experience. It's my first time here, and It's just been delightful.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you for being here.
Hello, my name is Mason. I'm from Texas.
Hello, Mason from Texas. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you. Just receive a gift. There'll be a card. You can fill out information. You can be in the know and on our email blast of what's going on here. So we thank you. We are so grateful for first-time guests. We're so grateful for the people who continue to show up and support the community, our congregation. We thank you, too. So this is our time of giving. This is when we're asking all of you to join us in this opportunity to invest into this community, to give a part of something to this community in money, time, talent, what it is you can bring forth. We know that you're here for a reason. You're here to receive. And as you receive, we ask that you also give. Give so you can be that open space and receptivity for more good to flow through you. So we want to acknowledge our TPL members. That's the Prosperous Life members. These are individuals who give to us on a monthly basis, and it allows us to budget, to continue to create wonderful events, to continue to keep the doors open. As I like to say, for those who are needing inspiration, for those that are seeking awakening, and for those that maybe just need a space and a place to see them and acknowledge them and a lifeline. For those online, we do have our website that you can give, www.cslftl.org. We do have a QR code that Andrew may bring up as well, and you can give by doing that as well. Thank you so much. Thank you.
There was a time in my life I thought I had to do it all by myself. I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient, and I didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I can say, if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, you've got to let it go, let it all go. This is what you have to say. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in my spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in my spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Come on, let's stand up. I release, come on, and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in my spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
Thank you, Eric. All right. So thank you. Thank you for your giving. We receive, this community receives We receive this energy, this promise and this promissory notes, this investment in this community as it grows and expands, just as these baskets are filled to overflowing with everything that we need. We know that we are already given it, that there is already a vision, an idea made manifest in through and as this community, and it wants to be born, and it is being born. It is resurrected on this day, knowing that something good is flowing in through and as that which you give, we receive, and we amplify. So thank you, and so it is. So it is Easter Sunday, so we do have a tradition for Easter Sunday. It is called our bonnet parade. Is anybody wearing a bonnet? Anyone created a bonnet? I know Sonny has a bonnet, and he left to go put it on. He said he needed it a few minutes. So he may be the only one. So when he returns, oh, we have a bonnet. Come on, Bonnie, with your bonnet. Oh, there we go. We got the bonnets coming up. All right, come on up stage. Let everyone see the beauty that you've created. Yes, wonderful, wonderful. There comes Barbara and Drew. See, we got people up here participating in this bonnet contest. Oh, here comes Sonny. Come on up here, Sonny. Come on up. All right, all right. How wonderful. Round of applause for everybody who's created a bonnet this evening. Look at this. Look at these eggs. I trip over my shoes. Fantastic. So we have wonderful gifts for each and every individual who decided to participate in our bonnet contest, because we're all one. There's no one better or worse. So there's no winners because there's no losers. We're all winners here. We're all winners here. So everybody gets a gift. You get a gift. And you get a gift. And you get a gift. And Drew gets a gift. Thank you all very much. You got some pictures to be taken. So I'm inviting our practitioners and ministers up to the stage. Thank you for giving us a little time to have that fun acknowledgement of all these individuals who so creatively expressed their bonnets with us today. So as they're making their way to the stage, I just wanted to let you know that we will be here next week. Same time, same space, same place. Dr. John will be speaking. It will be his last talk. And following that, we already spoke of our annual meeting. So all of the wonderful votes get to happen, so we're asking for your participation. And do not forget, we have so many wonderful helpers, so many wonderful volunteers that have been here for weeks, that have been stuffing egg baskets, that were preparing yesterday and preparing today for this wonderful Easter extravaganza. So it's not just for children. Let's go out there and enjoy the joy of celebration as we are rising together in consciousness. All right. Prayer, Miss Pat Hanley, our wonderful, beautiful practitioner that is always with our children. Let's have her give our closing prayer.
On this Easter day, this day of resurrection, may we know together that there is one creative power, the source of all life, your life, my life, and what beautiful lives they are, with the opportunity to grow and change and become the fullest possible beings that we can be, to bring beauty and peace and joy and love and harmony into this world through our knowledge and relationship with our inner voice, our spirit, our God. And so I'm so grateful and thankful for this center, for this beautiful Tina, Reverend Tina, who brings and raises us up every time she speaks, to each and every one of our people who had the spirit to wear a bonnet. I'm so grateful for the energy and for all the people who came together to create the Easter extravaganza, which is going to be so much fun. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Law of Mind. And may I release this prayer into the law of mind, knowing that it is a doer and makes everything happen as spoken. I just step away and let God. And so it is.
Let's all stand for our final song, This Is My Wish. This is my wish for the world, and peace will find its way to every boy and girl. This is the time for harmony. Let love be the song that everybody sings. Fill the air with joyful noise. Ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth. Peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine. Shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth. Oh, 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 yeah, yeah. Peace on earth. Oh, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Peace on earth. Fill the air with joyful noise. Ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth. Peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine. Shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth.
Happy Easter, CSO.
Happy Easter.
Sunday.